Good afternoon. Today is Friday. It's actually afternoon. Friday, May 2018. Here we are at the end of the day, the end of the week. It was a good week. A little bit of a grind, I would say, just because I'll admit that I kind of went into this week not really knowing what I was doing, just because with the different classes being out, I was not prepared as well as I usually am to, be that flexible. It's just because some days students were out, some days students are in, and then I lose track, and then the timing of my lesson plans went off crazy. And honestly, today was kind of just a day where I will admit I gave my students free time, and usually I don't do that often. I don't give free time. It's not my. I always feel like I'm not doing my job, so I don't do it, right? But like this time, I kind of like thought about it, and I said, you know what? They keep saying that I don't give them free time, and I was like, I guess this could be one of those days where I invest in their what you call the emotional bank account, because I have been like they're so drained from their testing. So what I did was, I just gave them. I guess I just stayed out of the way. I just let them do their thing, and yeah, this generation is super different just because of all the computers they have, right? And I'm just watching them. A lot of them are playing online games nowadays. Like you can find them. The internet is so powerful these days, right? The games that I played back in the day, which used to cost like $60 and had to be played at home, are now playable just on the internet, just from the internet browser. So I was watching them, and I noticed that I tend to get so judgmental because I'm a gamer, and like I am old school. I get to that point where I say it's like I play better games, or I've played better games, and I don't understand these, and I realized that's what I think. Here's what I said today to one of my students. I don't understand why these battle royale games are so big, and I'm like, I sound like my dad. Like he didn't get it. Like he didn't get the games I played, and he was a gamer himself. He played first-person shooters. For in his case, he didn't understand why I was always playing RPGs and all these things. He's just like, I don't understand why you play these MMOs. And here I am going, I don't understand why you play these battle royale games. So I took a step back and I just said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this as like research. I'm gonna watch these kids. So I will admit, while I was watching, it looked like they were actually having a good time, and I'm like, it's so odd because like I'm a teacher and I'm not right now with my reflections about being a gamer. They were having fun. They were enjoying themselves. Um, I think I lost that. It's definitely not that. The look on their faces when they were doing whatever they were doing is not the look on my face when I'm playing a game. Like, it's so different. Like, I don't know. It's just like it was just such a weird thing today to see it that way. Um, and it is so close to the end of the school year. We're less than a month away, and with that happening, you're seeing a lot of them losing their energy. So I really felt like even I'm losing my energy. So I felt it was like a good investment to just let them be themselves in my class. I considered like a community building time, and they just they were just there. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Usually I'm really afraid and hesitant to do these things, but I've been stressing out. So my wife told me not to overthink things too many times. So I just did I let them have control for once, and maybe like next year when I do this, maybe I should try and find a way to put in some sort of control like that where they can control. They were able to control their thing. What I would love to do is that one day they can control themselves to the point where like when they're in the classroom, they know what they need to do. Like they're not going to immediate their first reaction is not going to be I'm going to open up a game. Their first reaction is going to be like I'm going to finish this up now so I don't have to do it at home or something like that. That amount of control for me would be great. Going into this weekend is really great. I was actually really excited for this weekend because my wife is finally changing jobs. She got accepted at a job out in Yountville, and her last workplace was filled with not like negative energy. Not to say like not from her coworkers. She has some great coworkers, but the environment that she and her coworkers worked in. And I'm gonna keep it secret because it's kind of I have to keep this one hush hush. So like the environment they worked in is very negative, So, they have to keep work together, look out for each other. But the clientele has always been a negative group. So this new group, I can actually reveal it. They're veterans, like American heroes, and she's gonna be in HR, which is something she's always wanted to do, and I'm so happy for her just because, you know, as hard it is for me to be a teacher. I mean, this vlog has shown my ups and my downs, right? I love being a teacher, and I knew at the time, in her job, she didn't. It's probably less than what she loved, and I'm like really happy that she's got this HR job because now I know she's gonna be happy in this, and then I'm happier too because that energy that she was probably gonna get is much more positive. She's a little nervous about working with with these new people, but I told her, I think you'll be fine. Just don't overthink things. Don't get offended as easily, and be part of that positive energy because that's gonna be a great thing they'll bring into the home. Anyway, that's pretty much all. I'm drinking for my Pokemon cup. I'm ready to enjoy this weekend, so I'm just gonna detach and unwind, and I'll be back on Monday, ready to work. I'm looking at my calendar here. Let's see here, May. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks, guys. And my books are turned in 3 weeks, so the curriculum technically ends by then. I have to give one last test, surprisingly, and I'm a little nervous about that just because they just finished their state testing, and it sucks to have to give them another test. But I'm confident they'll be able to do it. Ooh, it's really bitter. It's a citrusy bitter. It's not the one that's in the top of your tongue. But yeah, here's to hoping that the remaining school year goes well. I'm looking forward to my summer school. The fact that even though everyone thinks I'm insane, well, you know what? The least I can do is at least be excited for the choices that I made for myself, right? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.